Okay, example number 2, it says you deposit $300 in the savings account. What word would we use to call the $300? Raise your hand. What's that word called? Elizabeth? That's the principal, okay? The annual interest rate is 6%. What would we call that? Well, I'd already said. What is it? What is it, Jenna? It said 6%. Is that the principal? Is that the rate? Is that the time? That's the rate. Now let me tell you something. There is no bank in this country that will give you 6% for your money. That's a lot, okay? If there was a bank that did that, I would put all my money in that bank and let them pay me 6%, okay? Because that's a pretty good rate of return, all right? But they're just doing that for our problem here. Okay, so that's our rate. It says, you can find the simple interest you will earn in 1 month as follows, but I got rid of it, okay? Now what's our formula? Who can just tell me our formula for simple interest? There's another kind of interest called compound interest, which we'll learn later. This is just simple interest. Let's see. Emma, what is it? Interest equals principal times rate times time. Okay. What do I not know here? What am I looking for? Which of these letters do I not have? Elise? I don't have the interest. I have the other things. Okay? Can someone tell me what is the principal for this one? Allie? $300. What should I put in place of the rate? What should I put in place of the rate? Isabella? 0.06. 0.06. I have to write the percent as a decimal. Great job. What should I put in place of the time? Jenna?
1.
No. No, not 1. Not 1. Rowan? 1/12, because it's 1 month. Okay? How much are you going to get in a month? All right. Well, let's do this one piece at a time. Someone multiply. What's 300 times 0.06 for me? Raise your hand when you've got it. Daniel, thank you. 300 times 0.06. I'm sorry? Is it 18? Okay, so I've got 18 times 1 over 12. Right? Because I multiplied these two and got 18. So now that's going to give me, the interest is 18 over 12. What is that as a decimal or as money? Because right now I'm getting paid. What is 18 divided by 12 in the form that we normally see money? David, what'd you get? 1.5 or $1.50. That means I got paid $1.50 for the bank to use my money for 1 month. If they use my money for the whole year, they'd pay me $18. Okay? Because I put my money in the bank, they then use that money and loan it out. Okay? They get paid more than 6% to loan the money out, and then they get their profit from that. Yeah, Hannah?
So how do they use your money to give loans if you technically still have your money?
Well, you know what happens, and you know what, it's a very good question, Hannah. I'm sorry, yeah, Hannah. Back during the Depression, which is a time long in our past, right? If you came looking for your money, right, I wouldn't give you the $300 that you handed me. I'd give you $300 that I have. It may be 20 of Daniel's money, it may be 100 of Aiden's money, it may be 10 out of Isabella's money. I'd give you money from the pile that I have, right? I don't have to hand you the $300 bills that you gave me, right? So you asked for that money. But the bank works on the assumption that not everyone is going to come in today and ask for all of their money back, okay? But during the Great Depression, they had something called a run on a bank, okay? And people got very worried that the bank would close down and they wouldn't get their money back. So if you are afraid that you're not going to get your money back, that the bank's about to close, what are you going to do? You're going to go get your money, right? Well, everyone said, we're going to get our money. They all showed up at the door to get their money, but the bank doesn't have all of that money. They've loaned it out, right? Banks are supposed to cover a certain percentage that they'd be able to hand back out, okay? And they do, generally. But during the Depression, they had some tough times with that. Okay, let me stop it there.